It's me representing, reporting to you. You guys, I want to briefly discuss the severe water crisis uh, in Hawaii. In Hawaii, due to the historic record-breaking flooding that has occurred there. But not only just for Hawaii, but for other states in this country that is not being um, it's they're not informing us. I'll just say that to say the least. And I'm gonna say allegedly, but I do have some facts to back this up. Now, I received a comment from one of my viewers stating that certain Democrat cities here in the state of Texas allegedly have some contamination in the water system. I wouldn't doubt it. Now, I tell you guys in every video, I always end it with watch this world, watch the weather, smell your water, boil your water before you use it. I had one viewer, she said she thought I was crazy for saying that until she found out about some contamination in their public water system. She sent me an email, well, the assistant sent the email to me, and I read it. There's reasons why I say the things that I say. You know why? Because I have been through these nightmares. Still going through. We all going through a living nightmare right now. I have been through a lot of hurricanes, a lot of floods, a lot of tornadoes, a lot of disasters. And when I tell you the water just be filthy, it be filthy. Some areas they don't even inform these people to not use the water. These people go on and use the water. Some of them die, allegedly, but I know for a fact this happens. Some of them get really sick and their kids get sick too. That's why I say do not trust that water and do not let it catch you off guard. To make sure that you have something where you can purify your water before you use it, before you give it to your family and your children. All this is allegedly, because I need to be careful because I know how they are on these platforms. Now, I'm going to read you guys this quick article. Give me 1 second here. In regards to what's going on over there in Hawaii. And y'all, when you listen to these types of things, don't think that it can't happen and it won't happen where you are. To me, this is like a warning to you to get prepared. And to start stocking up and to start having ways of purifying your water, to put some emergency water up, y'all. This stuff is really, really serious. And I would also like to encourage you to keep your house clean, keep your cars clean, keep your body clean. Because I'm telling you, disaster will strike at any moment. And it's most of the time that it has occurred in my life, it's been a time when and where you don't expect it. I know with Hurricane Harvey and the Texas winter storm, that stuff wasn't brought to our attention until like a couple of days before. And the severity of it, we were not informed. We were not informed that in February the whole state was going to freeze over, a lot of people were going to die, and there would not be any lights, and the grid was going to be down for weeks, and the water was going to be contaminated, and the water is going to be down for months. They don't tell you these things. So this is like a warning and a heads up, y'all. I'm telling y'all, with everything that's going on in the world right now, you will want to just stay ready at all times. Stay prepared. Don't wait until a disaster strike and be like, oh, I need water. Oh, I need food. Oh, I need somewhere to get away to. You know what I'm saying? I got to get away from here. What do we do? And you can't wait till then, y'all, because it's going to be too late. So you need to stay ready stay working out every single day. Stay praying. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mental, your physical, and your spiritual life intact. Drink a lot of water every day. Stop eating so much. So when it comes that time when you have to just live off your preps, like mostly what I'm doing now, you'll be able to live off of it. You won't have to, you'll know how much to consume and how much not to, because of course, when the SHTF hit the fan, which to me it already have, and you no longer have access to food in the grocery stores, or the climate is so bad when you can't grow your own fruits and vegetables, you're going to have to live off what you have. And of course, you don't want to just keep eating it all up. You want to eat a little bit at a time so you can try to make it last longer. So it goes to state, records show a history of fuel leaks plaguing Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam in the past decade, with the most recent leak occurring 11 days before the Navy announced it had discovered contamination in the Red Hill well on Oahu, OAHU. Honolulu's Board of Water Supply, the BWS, shut down the Halawa Shaft, Oahu's largest water source, on Thursday after the Navy said it found a likely source of the contamination, the Navy said in a virtual town hall meeting. Top U.S. military officials, including Secretary of the Navy Carlos Del Toro, were in Hawaii Sunday to address the community. The deputy commander of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, Rear Administration Blake Converse, confirmed a petroleum leak is the cause of the latest breach. The situation we're in today is completely and totally unacceptable, Chief of Naval Operations Administration Mike Gilday added. The military has offered all service members and civilian employees living near the base the opportunity to get alternative housing, and Converse said they are now covering the cost of hotel rooms for more than 700 people. So, if they say 700 people, it's probably close to thousands. Converse did not have a timeline for getting drinkable water back to the affected homes. It will involve a series of flushes, or not just the water distribution main, but of every home, he explained. So let me just go ahead while this is on my mind. When that grid goes down and when there are catastrophes, the water's no good. You still have to eat. You still have to be able to cook. You still have to be able to flush your toilets. You still have to be able to clean. And you still need water to drink, brush your teeth, wash your face, take a bath or wash off. So you have to have this type of mentality every single day. Something happens to the water. Are we going to be able to flush these toilets? Are we going to be able to keep clean? Are we going to have some water to drink? Are we near a water source, a pool, a lake, a pond, an ocean, a beach or something where we can have buckets and go and get some water like they were doing in Venezuela? They were walking miles just to get water, not just to drink, but to flush their toilets, to brush their teeth, to wash their face, to take little bird baths. Y'all, we have to stay with this mentality. Do not wait and do not let these people catch you off guard. We're already living in emergency situations. This whole thing to me is a catastrophe. Every single day you wake up, you're hearing something else on the news that they're trying to tell you to do because something else is released out here, allegedly. So, all those who want to don't think it's an emergency situation and they're taking this thing like it's some kind of joke. Good luck with that. Because it's just a matter of time. I'm telling y'all right now. It says the Navy had a separate test that confirmed vapors, which is another indication of petroleum hydrocarbons, it said in a statement. And this is another thing. Don't wait for them to tell you that the water contaminated, because by the time they tell you the water contaminated, the water was contaminated weeks ago, probably months ago, allegedly. So, the Navy is developing a plan to restore the potable water system to EPA standards, identify how this contaminant got in the well and fix the well, the statement included. We know how it got in there. On Tuesday, when BWS heard about the shutdown of the well, it reduced pumping capacity by 50%, it said in the news release. We are deeply concerned that we were not notified immediately by the Navy regarding the shutdown of their Red Hill water source, BWS manager and chief engineer Ernest Law said in a statement, adding that the Halawa shaft was shut down in an abundance of caution. We have data that shows when they stop pumping at Red Hill, water starts moving in the direction of our Halawa shaft due to our pumping, Law said. So, they're going to try to cover themselves and whatnot, but all the while, it'd be so many people in on this nightmare madness. Y'all already know what I want to say. I'm about to upload a video to my Patreon, too, in regards to all this nonsense foolishness. But, like I told you guys, and just stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Because when you're trying to get ready, it's already too late. I'm going to tell you that now. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I hope you guys are continuing to fast and pray, to meditate, to exercise, intermittent fasting. I really recommend that, because it cut down on the amount of consumption that you're of food that you're putting into your body. It's way more healthier. You're going to be lighter on your feet. It's better on your pocketbook because the cost of food is so much money. Drink a lot of water. You know, when you drink a lot of water, that cuts down a lot of the hunger. If you want to eat a lot of food, water is also good for your body. Exercise, 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 exercise. You're going to want to be in shape just regardless, and especially when it all goes down out here, because it's going to go down out here, y'all. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time. So make sure you have ways of purifying your water. Make sure you you look at your food and your supply preps as important. You better look at that water as equally important, because your body can go way longer without food than it can water. And me, I'm OCD. I'm just being honest. I don't like filth. I can't stand, man. During Harvey, I thought I was gonna probably lose my mind. You had dead bodies floating all throughout the city because it was so much water. It was record-breaking rain. And the cemeteries were inundated with water till the caskets were coming up, and it was dead bodies, literally, y'all. I'm not lying to you, floating, just floating down the streets and things like that. It was the nastiest event ever that I ever seen and witnessed in this city. You know, there was no clean water. There was no water for a very long time. People were just going without baths, and children were crying. It's just a nightmare. It really is a nightmare. So make sure you're storing more than enough water. More than enough water. In my survivalism classes on Patreon, I tell you how much water you need for each member of your family. You know, if you don't know, you know what I'm saying? If you like this information, you can always go to my Patreon. I'd like to encourage you also to follow me on my other platforms, because I don't know how much longer I'll be on this platform. But watch this world. Watch the weather. Smell your water. Boil your water before you use it. Don't wait for the news or the local officials to tell you that there's something wrong with the water. You got to already know that every single day when you're waking up, because you can't depend on anything dealing with this system, allegedly, and keep surviving. SanHerald.com.